live on Instagram. We are live everywhere. We're live everywhere. Welcome everybody to Shalom's Unsnobby Music Hobby Podcast. And today we're doing a little beat making session. So I decided that I wanted to make a Chillhop album because I just released one album that is going to be coming out October 4th, which is from a rap group that I used to have. We have some old tracks that I never released before, so that is going to be coming out October 4th. So look out for that. And I'm releasing another album, which is electronic music. That's going to be coming out on Spotify soon after that, maybe like the middle of October. So I was thinking, you know what? I think I want to have a chill hop album too, because I've really been listening to a lot of chill hop lately, and I love chill hop. So today is going to be a chill hop beat making session, and I'll kind of go through my process, talk through it, so anybody who is interested in making beats, or even if you're not, you can kind of see behind the curtain. Anyway, we're going to start with a prayer as usual, and then we'll get right into the beat making session. In nome Patria Filii et Spiritui Sancti, we're going to say the Hail Mary in Latin. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. In nome Patria Filii et Spiritui Sancti. Amen. What up, Aaron? What up, Kiki? So, we always do a little spiritual roulette with this book, Imitation of Christ. Great book. Anybody who's wants to check it out, you can find it on any bookseller platform. So I just flip through, stop at a page, and see what I get. So, Book 3, Interior Conversation, Chapter 11, on the need to examine and moderate the desires of the heart. Christ says, "My child, you still have many things to learn, which you have not yet learned well." The disciple says, "What are these things, Lord?" Christ says, "That you conform your desires and affections to my good pleasure, that you be not full of self-love, but a zealous follower of my will in all things." Going to read that one more time. Christ says, "Conform your desires and affections to my good pleasure, that you be not full of self-love, but a zealous follower of my will in all things." And that is great. So we're going to move on from there, and we're going to do this beat making session. So I hope you guys enjoy that, doing something a little different. And I'm just experimenting with different things every day. So we'll see what fits the best. So right now, chill hop beat making session, and maybe some of these beats will end up on my album. So I just kind of made this before I started. So what I did was the kind of chill hop kind of has like its soft drums, and then it has chords, and then some other kind of sample. It could be like a guitar or some kind of jazzy or funky sample. Guitar, flute, vocal sample, whatever. So I just made this by doing some keyboard chords. I did F and D. So I'm using the scale of C, and I just did F and E, F, E, F, E. And then I put in some drums, and I put in this little flute sample. I don't know if I like this flute sample or not. But so this could be the start of my beat. And with chill hop, normally they have a couple of minutes of just it's kind of like a background beat, and it just changes up from time to time. So maybe I'll have this flute here, or maybe I'll have something else. I don't know. I don't really like this flute, so I'm going to take that out. Boom, get rid of it. But I do like this backing track right here, so I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm on GarageBand. I just duplicate the section. Boom, let me duplicate it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. What up, everybody on Facebook? A lot of people on Facebook today. Thanks y'all for checking me out. Just doing a little live beat making. Anybody want to know the process of making a beat? So on GarageBand, like I said, I put in the keyboard chords and I put in the drum pattern. Usually also they have bass. So they normally have bass too in a chill hop track if you've ever listened to it. So I'm going to add a bass on the iPad. I just go to bass, I know you guys can't see it. Maybe I should make the cameras face the iPad, but that's neither here nor there. So right here on my keyboard, I can control the iPad. So I did F, E, so I'm going to see how that sounds with the bass. I'm just messing around right now. I like that. Okay, I'm going to do something like that. So I just kind of mess around with the notes that I had already picked, with, which was F and E, and I did a little like kind of thing right there. So let me record that. Okay, so we got our bass, and let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, I like that. Got my little chill hop going. The next thing that chill hop tracks usually have is, like I said, like some kind of jazzy like thing in between. So I think I'm gonna do like, I don't know, a flute or something. Sounds like a flute belongs in here. If you got any comments on Facebook, let me know what you think will fit good, but I'm gonna like put a flute in. So I just go on GarageBand, which is awesome. Like GarageBand on the iPad, it's so sweet. They have like hundreds of instruments, and you can connect up a full-size keyboard like I have here. If you know how to play piano, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with the free GarageBand app. So they got flute, clarinet, oboe, bassoon. I don't know what like will really vibe the best as far as chill hop, because chill hop is supposed to be basically relaxing, something you can study to, something you can kind of relax with. So I don't know which instrument will be best. Let's try the clarinet. I don't know about clarinet. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's try flute. Okay, I like the flute. Okay, I like the flute. Johnny Weiss, what up, man? Just doing a little live beat making for anybody who just joined. Okay, I'm gonna add the flute because the flute sounds good. So let's try that. All right, so somebody's calling me. Let me swipe that over. I got to say the nay no for the clarinet. Yeah, I didn't like the clarinet either. So I switched it to the flute. I kind of like the flute. Let me know what you guys think, but the flute is jamming right now. I'm going to turn it down, of course. It's got to be a little more reverb, add some reverb, lower down the track volume. Now with Chillhop, you got to have like a couple of different like tracks come in. So what I would do, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start out probably with just, probably going to start out with like just the keys and the drums, or maybe just the keys to start, just for like one bar, one measure. Oh, snap. See, GarageBand, the only thing I don't like about it is be doing crazy stuff sometimes. I didn't press that. Okay. So I'm going to do one measure, one bar, just keys. Start it like that. I want the drums to come in a little bit after that. There we go, like that. And then after that, I'm going to have the bass come in on the second loop. Yeah, that sounds good so far. Then, on this one, then I might have the flute come in here. The flute might not work at all. I don't know, but we'll see. I want to add some echo. Maybe I need to raise the, maybe I need to transpose it up. I kind of like it actually. Like I said, my first time live beat making, so if it's boring, you guys let me know. I try different stuff on the podcast every day. Yesterday I did a whole prayer podcast. I just prayed the rosary the whole time. So it's an experiment. We're just going to have fun. So what I'm going to do is, since I have this little backing track, and I put 5 sections, but I actually I'm going to add 2 more sections. That'll give me like 5 minutes. I don't even know if I want it to be that long. But what I'm going to do is, in the different sections, I want to put different instruments in there. So I've got the flute. I don't know what I'm going to try next. But like I said, there's so many instruments on here. I heard like some people doing guitar and stuff on their Chillhop tracks. So maybe I'll do some guitar. I don't know. I don't really play guitar on the keyboard, so... Guitar? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I kind of like this one right here. They got a couple different versions picked. That's too low. Ooh, I like the pick one. Okay, I like the pick joint. So, let's go ahead and try to add that in. Guitar is fire. Okay, cool. We'll stick with the guitar. Thanks for the comments. I think I'm going to bring it in halfway through this joint right here. Let's see how that sounds. Alright, so I added the guitar. I really like how that sounds, but I think I'm going to add some echo because Chillhop kind of has this like dreamy, swirly kind of vibe sometimes. Some people do like crisp Chillhop that is like more soul and funk. I'm trying to do the more laid back kind of dreamy style. This is my first time ever doing Chillhop, so if it sounds crazy, let me know. But I kind of like that guitar. I just wanted to add some echo. I gotta turn the volume down, but I like that. Oh yeah. That's chilling my hop right there. I like it. So I think on this jam, I can just put in one more instrument and it will be done. I don't want to do too much because the point is to be relaxed. So I don't want to put too many instruments in. So I don't know if maybe I'll put a synth or something or another kind of like live instrument. I'm going to look in the keyboard and see what we got available on GarageBand. Which if you got an iPad in and you like making beats, GarageBand is probably the best app to easily make beats if you have an iPad. On a computer, it's a little more difficult, but like all the instruments are touch instruments. If you don't have a keyboard connected, you can play chords, you can have it autoplay like melodies for you and everything. It is so awesome. And the auto drummer is my all-time favorite. The auto drummer, you just turn it on and it plays the drums for you. You can like switch up which instruments they use. Like, are they going to use the toms? Are they going to use the cymbals? It's so sweet. So I like using these Chinese instruments sometimes or Japanese instruments. So maybe this could add to it. I don't know. No, that don't work. Let's try something. Let's try this. Excuse me. Let's try something else because that ain't working. I already did guitar. I did a flute. What about a glockenspiel? A glockenspiel is like an instrument that has metal bars. It's kind of like a xylophone. Oh, Facebook always gets paused. Uh, so like a glockenspiel is kind of like a xylophone, but it's made out of bells. And you hit the bells with a mallet. Sometimes it has keys. You can press that, hit the bell with a mallet, or you hit the bell with a mallet yourself. Glockenspiel, I love it. My wife asked, what's a glockenspiel? I'm like, it's this thing. This sound right here. That's what a glockenspiel is. I don't know if it's going to fit. Something like that. I don't know. We can try it. That's the point. My wife said it sounds like sleep. Sleepy time. That's what Chillhop is. Something you can put on, you can study, or you can go to sleep. Just relax, whatever. Chill. Forgot what I did. I like that. I like that. I'm going to put the Glockenspiel. course, gotta slap an extra echo on everything just to give it that dreamy vibe. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, I like that. I might have to fix that one part. It sounds a little funny. But the cool thing about the iPad, I can go in here and edit the MIDI where I messed up. So I messed up somewhere. I'll just edit the MIDI. I like that. Right there. I pressed the wrong note. Okay, I was supposed to go down. I think it's supposed to be right there. Let's hear it. Oh no, what in the what? Oh, I see what happened. See what happened. Mark Rodriguez, what up? Just making some chill hop beats live. If you got any comments, throw them at me. Make my beats better. That is messed up. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm about to re-record this because messing with the MIDI is harder than just re-recording the whole thing. So I'm almost done with this chill hop, first chill hop track I made for anybody who's coming in new. I'll just play it from the beginning and y'all can hear and let me know what you think so far. All right, so that's what I got so far, and I'm gonna add this. What was I gonna add? It's Glockenspiel. That's what I was gonna add. Glockenspielio on this last part, and then I'm gonna see if I can find some vocal samples or something that I can throw in, because sometimes people do vocal samples on their chill hop, but I forgot what I was. I that high? I think I was lower down, but this might sound better. Oh yeah, I'm vibing with that Glockenspielio. So I never knew like exactly how long it took me to make a beat. I'm kind of messing around a little bit, talking and stuff at the same time. But over here on YouTube it says I've been jamming for about 25 minutes. But I also did the intro and stuff, so we can subtract 5 minutes, I guess, from that. So it's taken about 20 minutes to make this one so far, which is actually almost done. And I think since I'm doing a live stream every day, like I kind of want to get an hour's worth of music on this, which I might not be able to do. We'll see. Maybe I'll release an EP. Like if it gets too difficult, I'll just release like 5 or 6 songs for 20 minutes. But I do want to release an hour of Chillhop album by Christmas, but it might not be an hour. But I'm just going to work on it every day on the podcast since I do the podcast. Anyway, I actually wanted to do a podcast with my friend Giovanna because we're buying a house. For anybody who didn't know, we're trying to. It's a crazy process. But I wanted to do a podcast with her, kind of explaining because she was a realtor and a flipper and all that stuff, like HGTV person. I mean, she literally wasn't on HGTV, but you know what I mean. So she knows about all this stuff. So I was trying to get her on the podcast to talk about home buying tips that people should, do. But she called and I was already doing the podcast, so unceremoniously I hung up. No offense to her, she'll understand. But I said, you got to hit me up before 8 o'clock because once a podcast started, it started. I'm jamming already. I'm doing the chill hop session. So, long story short, maybe tomorrow I can get with her if I give her a further notice. But I think that some of the tips she has would be great for people who watch the live stream or listen to the podcast because there's some stuff I didn't know about buying a house that I wish I would have known. Well, and now I do know before we get this one, but we did put an offer on a really nice house, and I hope that we get it. You guys watching the live stream or listening to the audio or watching the video later on, say a little prayer for us, say a little Our Father or a Hail Mary, that we can get not particularly this house, but the house that we need for our family. Maybe it's not this one, but I hope it is because there's already money floating around and, that's never any fun to lose money. All right, so that's neither here nor there. Karen, what up on Facebook? A lot of people on Facebook today. Nobody anywhere else. What up, my other peoples? Anyway, you guys will hear it or watch it later, so that's all good. But like I was saying, trying to make this chill hop album, and I need to find a sample. So I've already made this so far, and I think it sounds really good. But I don't actually, I'm going to look up some voice samples. I like that guitar right there. Aaron suggested the guitar. I really like it. Sounds good. So I'm going to see if there's some interesting voice samples that I can throw in here because sometimes people put a little voice sample in their chill hop. So let's see what we got. Let me stop the music real quick and listen to some of these voice samples. I don't even know what's up here because I never ever use samples. Oh man, that's really loud. Let's see if I can find something good. That's crazy. Ooh, I kind of like that one. I like that one too. Oh, I like this one. This one might work. Let me drag it over and see how it vibes. The only thing that maybe I'm doing wrong that I don't like about the samples on GarageBand on the iPad, it just loops it all the way across. It doesn't give you an option to just put one piece of one sample in, and I would like to just put one piece to hear how it sounds. But anyway, let's see. Try this little sample here. Oh, that doesn't work. My wife said, she ain't like it. You got to put comments in Facebook. Can't just be talking over on top of the podcast, or else you're going to have to get on the mic. So I'm just trying to find a sample that's going to fit in here, and I might not find one. So it looks like GarageBand does not have any good, like, vocal samples at all. That's really weird. Like, I never use samples, so I have no idea if they have good ones or not. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It says get more Apple loops. I don't see. I got all the packs basically, so they just don't have any good ones. So maybe I won't put any vocals in here, and maybe this one will just be done just like this. But what I'll do is, I guess, take the bass out at the end, and then take the drums out for like 1 bar, and that'll be the end of the song. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to let it play the whole thing, and you guys let me know what you think. I kind of like it though. Just do this one and be done. I'm gonna put Bishop Sheen in there. At the end. At the beginning and at the end, yeah. Because they don't always put singing. I don't think I want to put my singing either. And then I'm going to have it fade, like the bass go off there, then the drums are going to go off, just keys. And then it's going to fade out. I think that's good. That's like a 3-minute jam right there. My wife was saying put some la la la's. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about the la la's. La la la, see she messaged. I don't know about the la la la. Anybody else think I should put a la la la? Facebook, whoever's watching. Leave a comment, let me know. If so, I will try to sing on here, but I don't think it's really going to work out. So, or I could look up. I've never actually like tried to get samples from other places. I don't even know where to get them. I don't normally use samples. So, I think it would be really cool to have one, but I'm not sure where to get them, like I said. This sounds good to me though, so maybe I will start like the bare bones of the next track and then go ahead and hop off the podcast for today. But let me see, what should I name this one? You guys let me know. I played a little bit more. You just tell me what I should name it. This guitar part right here though, I like this part. That's my jam right there. So let's start another one. Message what you think the name of that jam should be. Right now it's named My Song Number 2, so we'll see what happens. Now to start my song number 3, first thing I'm going to do, easy way to get your chill hop started, you pick some kind of dreamy sound. Last time I used the whirly sounds like this. So you need to have chords usually in your chill hop. Not always, but chords kind of set the tone for the whole jam. I like the whirly, but I don't want to use it twice in a row. So let's check out some of the other keyboard sounds. Whoa, no. That they have in GarageBand. And sometimes you don't know what it's going to sound like until you press it. The E-piano sounds good, actually. Okay, now I kind of like the E-piano. Not sure if I'm going to use it or not. They actually have some pads. Maybe I'll use a synth pad. Now, normally, I use the same instruments all the time, just to so that I can master those instruments, basically. So, sorry, somebody text me. But since I'm doing a chill hop album, I'm kind of stepping outside of my comfort zone, trying to do something different just for fun, that I'm also going to start trying some different instruments in here. Not necessarily because that's what I'm going to start doing from now on, but just for this particular project. In the future, I pretty much always use the same instruments, which is kind of like a symphonic type of instrument. Strings, grand piano, like any kind of woodwinds, brass, any of that stuff I use for my music. I don't like using a lot of synths and different things because you could be looking through synths for 500 years, which is what I used to do when I made music. I don't like that. I like just making the music, but I'm going to look through a little bit today because I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to do some chill hop. I kind of like that. I like that. So I was doing C, F, D, C. I like that. And they have the chords on the iPad. You can just press them right from the iPad. Granted, I want to do my own because they're not giving me the choice of a 7th chord, and I want to do a 7th chord. I love the 7th chords. They're like, it's my favorite chord. I use it too much. That's actually one of my problems. You can't get different sounds out of the piano if you don't use different chords. And I'm kind of loving the 7th chords way too much. But like I said before, that is neither here nor there. So I'm going to start with the same tempo, which I was 80 beats per minute, because this album is kind of supposed to like all flow into each other. I don't know if I'm going to make them all 80 beats per minute or if I'm going to steadily go up and then back down. I might do like a mountain, like 80 beats per minute, and then 2 songs at 80, 2 at 85, 2 at 90, and then go back down 85, 80 or something like that, so that it's kind of have this up and down ocean kind of vibe. Actually, I think that's a great idea. That's exactly what I'm going to do. This song is going to be 85 because the last song was 80, and I guess that song is the first song. This one's going to be the second one. Boom. I've decided. So when you listen to the album later on Spotify, you'll know what happened. You'll have the behind the scenes Wizard of Oz peek. Ours with a bars. I always do that. I always say something funny when I'm not trying to. You'll have the Wizard of Oz peek behind the curtain into the magic that is these mediocre beats. I mean, I don't know. You might really like them, but, I'm just okay. So here we go. didn't record my first one. There we go. So we got a nice chords. I'm going to turn them down because I want it to be way in the background. I want to add some echo. Okay, now the easy part, the part that I like, I'm going to add my drums. On the iPad, it's so simple. You go to the drummer, and I'm going to pick the same acoustic drummer from last time. Was it Kyle? I don't know. Hold on, Kyle just jumping up on there. So they name each drummer. I thought this was so weird the first time I ever tried to use it. Like, each drummer is named, but it actually makes it easier when you're trying to make a beat. Then you can remember, oh, Rose, Curtis, Benny, whoever, whoever, oh, that person sounded really good on the track. I know it sounds funny, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to try out Parker. Let's see how he sounds. I kind of like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that breakdown, though. Okay. I didn't expect that. Oh, yeah. I'm vibing now. Maybe a little shaker. Okay. What do you think about the shaker? Wifey says the shaker sounds good. Okay, so now we got our pads. We got our, our chords. Basically, this is my method for Chillhop. You're going to have some chords and some soft drums. You're going to have some bass, and then you're going to have some other instruments that kind of pop in and out to just add a little spice, a little flavor. So the next thing I'm going to do, which is kind of the backbone of the track, is add some bass. Now, I normally use a orchestral bass, which is like a upright. It's an upright bass. That's really the name of it, but it's used in an orchestra. Normally, I use that, but I think I'm going to use the Liverpool. I think I might use the Liverpool bass. I'm not sure. I like the upright bass. It's my favorite, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. Let's see about the muted bass. Ooh, muted bass sounds good. What about the P bass? Nope, P bass doesn't work. Picked. Nope. And they got some electronic basses too. Sequence? Ooh, not at all. No, I don't like that. Let's try this. Okay. I think muted was the one that sounded the best. Yeah, so I did C, F, D, C. Huh? You said something? Okay, I'm going to do something like that. I don't know. We'll try it out and see what happens. Oh, messed up. Here we go. Yeah, I'm vibing. That's the okay. I like that. I'm gonna put a little echo. Oh yeah, I like this so far. I can see myself studying to this. I can see myself chill hopping with this jam. Now I got to figure out what extra stuff I'm gonna add. And so there's two ways if you've never made a beat or if you've made a beat before and you just want to see someone else's mindset behind it. There's two ways that I usually end up making a beat. The main way is to get an 8 or 16 bar loop. So let's say I'm doing something that has a verse and a chorus. Chillhop doesn't have verse chorus usually, so I don't have to worry about separating it. So if I'm making a song for myself, which I'm usually just going to do an 8 bar loop. On that 8 bar loop, I'm going to put all the tracks before I even make more sections. I'm going to put everything on one 8 bar loop. Then I can mute and unmute and kind of see how everything sounds together. Copy it all. So copy the section 5 or 6 times, however many times, however long I want the song to be. And then I delete instruments from that particular section as I need to. So let's say I add a grand piano, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to add a grand piano to this because that's going to sound really cool. But let's say I add a grand piano, I add a guitar, I add saxophone, right? I add like 5 instruments all on this same 8 bar loop and I just mute them as needed. And then I copy all the sections. Now in my sections, I have all the instruments that I need. And I just kind of, what up, Lionel? I'm just making some chill hop beats live. If you are interested, I know you're coming in kind of late, but hey, it's all good. So what I do is I put all the tracks on one 8 bar loop and then I mute them as needed and then I copy everything like 5 sections and then I can delete whichever tracks I don't need. That way I'm not waiting the whole song to figure out which instruments sound good. Some people don't do it like that. Some people do each section separately. I think that just takes longer. So like I was saying, I'm going to put grand piano in. I'm going to put the classical grand in and see how that sounds. I like that. I mean, I'm throwing that in right now. Here we go. There we go. Raquel, what up? Facebook people coming out to support today. Thanks, guys. Like I said, I'm just making some beats, live beat making. Sometimes I play piano, sometimes I sing with my kids. Today, chill hop beat making. So let me know what you guys think. I need a name for my last one. Maybe I'll play it before I get off. But this one so far, sounding pretty good. I'm gonna release a chill hop album on Spotify sometime around Christmas. So that's why I'm working on this right now. And if you guys got a name for this one, go ahead and leave a message and let me know what you think, because I'm bad at naming songs. Oh, Lionel said it's tight. Thanks, bro. So now I got to figure out what else I'm going to add. Like I was saying, I'm going to put it all on this 8 bar loop. So right now, let me mute the piano and see what other instrument I'm going to add. I think I hear a guitar going on in the background. So let me check out a guitar. Let's see here. Picked guitar or roots? Yeah, I think the guitar goes good, so let's see. Something like that. Let me try that out. I kind of like that. It's twanging a little bit too much, though. I don't know if I can fix that twang. Maybe I can try a different guitar. Let's see about me. Oh, that's a bass. So I only have like the picked one, which I used last time. The Roots Rock sounded better, so let's stick with the Roots Rock. I'm just going to turn it down. Oh, I like that guitar. I like that guitar. Okay, so I got my guitar added, and like I said, I'm going to keep on going on this 8-bar loop to save time. So I just go to the mixer on the GarageBand, mute it, and add my next track. I'm just going to add one more track, but I don't know what it is I'm hearing just yet. So let me go ahead and look in the piano, and you know I'm biased to the orchestral instrument, so I'm going to look under the orchestra section. What program do you use? I'm using GarageBand on the iPad, and as you can see here, I have it connected to my keyboard, which is, I think this is a 76 key keyboard, and I got a sustain pedal so you can get some kind of different sounds. So yeah, GarageBand on the iPad, it's awesome, especially if you have a MIDI keyboard to use with it. So there's like over 100-something instruments on here. If you don't have an iPad, you can use BandLab. BandLab is decent on like your phone, or you can go to bandlab.com. BandLab, L-A-B. They got some good stuff on there too. It's not as good as GarageBand, but it's decent. I've made beats on BandLab. So maybe I'll do French horn or brass ensemble. I'm undecided. No, I don't think that's gonna work. French horn, let's see. That ain't gonna work. Maybe synth? Let's see. Oh, okay, so I've been sent on Instagram, my man, but I was saying his name wrong. I think I'm gonna pronounce it right. It's Checo, right? Let me know if I pronounced it right, because I was pronouncing it wrong my whole life, so sorry about that. I haven't tried Fruity Loops because I don't like paying for stuff. And GarageBand came free with the iPad. Sounds like beach music. Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, Checo, I'm trying to make a Chillhop album and release it on Spotify in around Christmas sometime. So that's what I'm working on right now. I made one beat before. I'm gonna let you listen to it before I get off. But I need some names for these beats, so if you guys think of any names when you're listening to it, let me know, because I am bad at naming stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to use that joint add in there. Let me see. Okay, I like that. I'm going to just turn the volume down a little bit. Oh yeah, I like that. I like how that's vibing. Okay, so I got this one done. All I need to do is, like I was saying, I put everything on one bar loop to start so that I can just get my ideas down, and then I duplicate it. On GarageBand, you can just duplicate whatever 8-bar section. So I'm going to duplicate it like 6 times, or maybe like 5 times. So I think this one can just kind of be a little shorter, like 2 minutes. And then I go to all sections, and now I'm really going to kind of edit. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm talking you through it, so just imagine in your mind. So right now I always like to start out with, like, maybe I'm going to start out with the bass, but I always like to start out with only one instrument. So I'm going to kind of turn the drums down for 4 bars. I'm going to turn the pads off for like let's see, the pads are going to turn off for like almost the whole beginning, the whole intro. So it's only going to come in at the last bar. So I'm just going to have bass first. Then the drums are going to come in. And then at the end, the chords. Here we go. And I'm going to bring in the piano next. Let me see. The grand piano is going to come in next. Oh, Instagram says it's only giving me 3 more seconds. Well, I guess I'll start it back up. Reconnecting. Instagram went off on me for some reason. Sorry, Instagram people. I guess you can only do an hour, I guess. Well, I'm back because I was almost done. So next, I'm going to bring in the guitar. Oh no, I deleted it on accident. There we go. So in order to make this as chill as I want it to be, I'm actually going to have to add another section because I don't want the instruments to come in back to back. So I'm going to add one more section. That way I give my instruments some breathing room. And I'll play that synth last. And then we'll be done with this one. Like I said, if you guys have any names, leave them in the message. Leave them in the message so that I can name these tracks because they're going to be coming out soon. Well, in December anyway. If everything goes well. Like I said, I got 2 albums coming out really soon. One album's coming out October 4th. It's called Satellite Minds. That's going to be on all your streaming platforms. So make sure you check that out. And this album I'm planning on having come out sometime around Christmas. So I hope you guys like that. And when I end it, I always like to strip the instruments away, like a minimalist kind of ending. As you get closer towards the end, there's less and less instruments. So what I do is on GarageBand, I just drag the track shorter, and then also there's a button you can click to just make it fade out at the end. So oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna let it. I'm gonna let it. I'm not gonna let it fade out. I'm gonna let it go out on its own because that was really vibing for us at the end. Oh, what up, Shani? On here all late, bro. I'm doing some live beat making. I need names for these beats, but nobody is telling me what I should name them. But like I said, I'm releasing an album on Spotify in December, Chillhop. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but it's gonna be a whole bunch of Chillhop beats. And I need a name for the songs. Nobody's naming these songs for me. But I shall return tomorrow. Maybe I'll make some more beats, or maybe I'll be doing an interview. So you guys just check me out Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock, Friday through Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you guys can see me making beats, playing live music, interviewing people. I do all kinds of stuff every day. So just check back. I don't know what to name this one. Somebody said something about it sounding like a beach, so maybe I'll call this one something like Boardwalk Jam or Beach Jam or something. I don't know. All right, Lionel. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm about to get off anyway. I'm about to get off this jam. Silver Beach. Okay, I like that. This one's called Silver Beach. That's pretty much it. I normally don't go this long. I normally go like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So today it's already been, according to YouTube, an hour and 4 minutes. I went so long that Instagram kicked me off. I've never gone beyond an hour on Instagram. So I guess now I know after an hour it's over. They kick you off. So I just started a new stream. Anybody who wanted to vibe on Instagram. I'm on Twitter too. Haven't been talking to y'all. What up? Twitters. I'm gonna get on Twitch soon too. That's my next goal, to just be streaming everywhere live. Also, I'm on any podcast platform that you can imagine. Just search Unsnobby Music Hobby and you will find me. Also, you can find everything I do, which is like photography, graphic design, all kinds of stuff, at my website, sdkason.com. And since I'm saying all those things, that means it's about time for the outro. This has been Shalom's Unsnobby Music Hobby Podcast, where we do all kinds of things. Most of them have to do with music, live music that is. So we're going to close out with a little reading from The Imitation of Christ. So let me turn these jams down a little bit. Juliana, what up? You came on at the last minute, but I'll wave anyway. I'm just about to close out by reading The Imitation of Christ, so maybe you caught the best part. So I do a little spiritual roulette. Every time I open this book, I just flip through, see where it stops. This one says, Book 3, Interior Conversation, Chapter 8, on the lowly esteem of self in God's sight. The disciple says, I will speak to you, Lord Jesus, though I am but dust and ashes. If I think myself any better, you stand opposed to me. And what is more, my own sins bear witness against me. This evidence I cannot deny. I have lost you and myself by my disordered self-love. By seeking you again, I found both you and myself. Lord, please turn us back to you again, so that we may become grateful, humble, and devout. For you are our help, our salvation, and the strength of our body and soul. That's from the Imitation of Christ. And that's it for today's Unsnobby Music Hobby podcast. Like I said, coming out with the Chillhop album in December. And I'm just going to be working on these beats on the podcast for a couple of days. Check me out Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday through Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live streams, podcasts every single day. And in the meantime, in between time, stay holy, my friends. God love you, and peace out.